Hey, how you guys all doing? Alright, just a quick video here on saw frame piercing. One of the really need to know things when you start off in jewelry making, getting to master your saw frame, your fret. I'm using a fairly thick blade today. The metal we're cutting through is a 1.1 millimeter sterling silver plate. We've just finished rolling out and then used a pentagram to mark my outer shape of the pansy shell. I'm based in Plettenberg Bay in the Garden Route of South Africa, and these are an extremely popular item as it's a shell that's found locally. And yeah, just going to run you through using the saw frame. Just a quick word on the setup of my bench peg. I got a very simple piece of pine wood, which is just nice and flat on the surface. As you can see, it's been worked quite a bit with the cut marks in it, but it's what I prefer for piercing out on flat plate. Just a nice flat surface to put downward pressure onto the piece. It's quite easy to rotate on as you're cutting and getting to your sections. Getting the feel for your saw frame right. I normally find pressure on the saw frame very important. I like to have a loose pinky, if that makes any sense. Sort of holding a bit tighter to the top, lower down on the bottom, not as much pressure. And basically you want to try and keep your frame as square as possible. When you start undercutting is when you add an angle, and you're not going to get a nice even cut all the way around. A lot of times we utilize a bit of paper with a drawn out section, or some people will actually hand carve in what they want to cut out first, draw it on with a koki, whatever your preference. When it comes to the pansy shells, I've made up a jig for the actual shape, and it's got a nice deep engraved line in it already. I like to go just on the outside of the engraved line. It then gives me a little bit to be able to work off to get the perfect shape. Once we've done the rest of it, which is a bit of a dome and then hammering flat, but I'll run you guys through that later. I just use a bit of beeswax. There are lots of other options available as lubricants for your blades. But yeah, beeswax, my kind of preference. There are a lot more expensive items available on the market, and some people also just prefer a bit of good old spit. So let's cut this bad boy out. Must say it's pretty difficult cutting from the angle that I'm at now, with the camera placed above me. I do like to get my head right above it when I'm working on it, but for the video preference we'll just do what we can. have it. Another pansy shell cut out, ready to get shaped and turned into a pretty piece of jewelry. There's a couple that I'm working on at the moment, and we'll follow up with some more videos. This is the very first posting I'm doing, so please give us a like and a share. Have a great day.